Went from Valencia to Amsterdam to Birmingham, and I'm now back in London. And last night I had the pleasure of listening to Graham Chaplin, who spent 30 years in the Bank of England as an economist, as a regulator, and as an agent. And is great because his talk really sort of unpacked the economic issues that the UK and really the world is facing. And so here goes a quick summary. What's happening right now is what's called trade shock. And in this case, it's when prices are going up materially without production changes. And so, we've got a war in Europe, and that's driving up energy prices. And yet people aren't being paid more. There's not sort of an increase in economic activity. It's just that prices are going up. So you know what? We're worse off. And because the UK has put an energy price cap in place, this is the government, that the Bank of England was forecasting a 13% CPI increase, and now it's quote unquote only 11% CPI increase forecast for the UK consumer. But it's basically like everybody just took an 11% pay cut. Now there is some wage inflation of about 5% anticipated, which offsets that a little bit. But it's the long story short is that the UK consumer is in a worse position. Now the things that the Bank of England is watching is sort of like the domestically generated inflation, the inflation that happens downstream because the inputs costs like energy are skyrocketing. That probably will cause inflation elsewhere in the economy. And on top of all this, we have this labor market pinch. Now, this has captured my attention for weeks. I tweeted about it about 2 weeks ago, and I had the chance to ask Mr. Chaplin about that. And here's the issue. There's a 3.6% unemployment rate in the UK. Now, normally that would be heralded as great news, full employment. It's the lowest unemployment since 1974. The problem is that this is not low unemployment for good reason. It's not because the companies and businesses are just ripping. It's actually because of a lot of people have left the workforce. And so we've got something like 200,000 otherwise able-bodied workers have left the workforce because of mental health issues. This is post-pandemic. Another approximately 200,000 have left because of physical issues, not long COVID. So that's 400,000 of share of about 700,000 in total that have left the workforce for one reason or another. But 400,000 because of mental health and physical health issues coming directly as a result of the pandemic. That is bad news. The long story short is we've got this economic downturn that is not good news. Maybe the silver lining is that, look, all data are blips. It's gonna hurt. We're in pain right now, and this winter is gonna be long and cold, but we're gonna survive. And as I've mentioned before, now is absolutely the time to innovate. Now is absolutely the time to dig deep and build. This is no time to quit. It's no time to throw our hands up in the air and say, times are tough. What can I do about it? What you can do about it is keep building. Till next time, keep up the hard work. Take care.